Fear has truly started shaking the highest levels of authority as the situation surrounding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu takes a fresh international twist. What is happening now is not something anybody expected at this stage, and that is why a lot of attention is now focused on Aso Rock. My people, before we go deep into this matter, please remember to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any breaking updates we drop here. So let us go straight into the full story. Right now, what we are hearing is that international lawyers, not just one or two but a coordinated legal consortium, have officially rejected the idea of a life sentence for Kanu. According to credible reports monitoring the situation, these lawyers are saying very clearly that the charges brought against him do not merit such punishment, and more importantly, that global human rights standards do not support it. This is where tension begins, because anytime international legal bodies enter a matter that is already politically sensitive, governments become extremely careful. And this is exactly why people are saying that fear is now gripping Aso Rock. The international angle brings massive pressure, legal pressure, diplomatic pressure, and even moral pressure. These lawyers are insisting that due process was not followed in several stages of Kanu's case, especially in the manner he was brought back into the country and the way certain court orders were ignored. They are calling for a complete review. In fact, they are calling for a transparent judicial reset. And from what we are hearing, some of them are already preparing formal petitions that may soon be sent to international courts and diplomatic bodies. Now the part that is really causing the tension is the message coming from these lawyers. They are saying a no to any attempt to give Kanu a life sentence. They are saying the international community is watching. They are saying the world is taking note. They are saying that Nigeria cannot isolate itself from global human rights standards. And once that type of message drops, government officials begin to hold emergency meetings because they know that international attention can affect diplomatic relationships, financial partnerships, and even security cooperation. My people, if you are still watching, please like this video and subscribe, because this matter is just getting hotter. Let us continue. One of the reports making rounds indicates that the international legal team is planning to release a detailed document explaining why the charges are considered insufficient for a life sentence. They are also planning to highlight previous court rulings that ordered his release, including the judgments that were not respected. This kind of document, if released, will go far. It will circulate globally. It will add more weight to the argument that Nigeria must follow its own laws and respect international norms. Now, you know how sensitive this Kanu matter has been for years. You know how it has divided opinions across the country. But what is shocking people now is how boldly these lawyers are speaking. They are not speaking quietly. They are not negotiating in secret. They are speaking openly. They are speaking with confidence. And when international bodies take a firm stand like this, it usually brings a new wave of reactions at home. This is why security agencies are also now monitoring responses from different regions in Nigeria, because anytime Kanu's name enters the news in a big way, the country pays attention. That emotions rise. That communities respond. And that political actors also begin to say their own. But what many Nigerians are asking now is, can this international pressure actually force the government to change direction? That is the big question. Another angle of the story says that the lawyers are not only rejecting the life sentence, they are also questioning the secrecy surrounding some parts of the case. They are demanding that everything should be done openly. They are demanding that the world should see the full process. They want transparency. They want fairness. And this is where things become even more serious, because when international bodies call for transparency, it means they are suggesting that something is not fully clear. They are suggesting that more information needs to be made public. And many Nigerians are already saying that this could lead to a fresh wave of debate inside the country. My people, if you are still with me, again please like this video and subscribe. This thing we are breaking down for you is hot and developing. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this issue is not just about Kanu alone. It is about Nigeria's image. It is about the judiciary. It is about the rule of law. It is about how the international community sees the country. If the government goes ahead with a life sentence despite all the international outcry, it may lead to diplomatic tension. But if they bow to the pressure, it may appear as if the government is being controlled from outside. So whichever way, the matter is complicated. And that is why right now in Aso Rock, meetings are happening. Strategies are being reviewed. Advisors are consulting. Everybody is trying to understand the next move. Nobody wants a decision that will escalate tensions in the country. Nobody wants a decision that will trigger unrest. And nobody wants a decision that will damage Nigeria's international relationships. Another very important issue is the fact that these lawyers are not just speaking to Nigeria alone, they are speaking to the global audience. They are creating awareness. And you know, once international awareness increases, the pressure becomes heavier. So as this matter continues to unfold, what experts are now saying is that the government must balance two sensitive things at the same time, maintaining national security and maintaining international trust. And this is exactly why the tension is rising, because if the international lawyers go ahead with their petitions, it could trigger more diplomatic reactions. It could bring more attention from human rights organizations. It could even influence how foreign governments discuss Nigeria in their policy meetings. At this point, many Nigerians are also asking what this entire situation means for national unity. Because the Kanu issue has always been more than just a legal matter. It affects emotions. It affects identity. It affects politics. It affects regional relationships. And now, with international lawyers stepping in boldly, the country is beginning to see the case from a much larger lens. My people, before we go deeper, please like this video, subscribe, and share it, because this is the type of update everybody needs to hear clearly. Another important point we must not ignore is the impact these developments may have on the judicial system itself. When international bodies start telling a country's judiciary that they must review their process or respect their own laws, it raises questions. It raises conversations about independence, fairness, and consistency. And many Nigerians are now saying that the judiciary needs to show strength at this moment, strength to uphold justice without bending to political pressure, and strength to maintain credibility before the global community. And looking closely, you can see that the lawyers are not attacking Nigeria. They are not threatening the country. They are simply pointing out that global standards must be followed. They are saying that fundamental rights must be respected. They are saying that legal procedures must be transparent. And honestly, these are not unreasonable demands. Any country that wants a strong reputation must follow such principles. Now, the part that is making Aso Rock uneasy is not just the rejection of the life sentence. It is the fact that these lawyers are planning more steps. They want to release documents. They want to raise global awareness. They want to present the case in a way that will attract the attention of influential international institutions. And once that happens, the pressure becomes more difficult to manage quietly. My people, if you are watching and enjoying the breakdown, please like this video and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and ensures you never miss important updates. Now let's look at how Nigerians themselves are reacting. Across social media, across private conversations, across news forums, people are asking very sharp questions. Should the case be reviewed again? Should there be a political solution? Should the government release him? Should the court decide without interference? These questions are rising because the situation is now at a stage where every decision carries consequences. Some Nigerians are worried that if the matter is not handled carefully, it could create unnecessary tension. Others believe that justice must be allowed to take its full course without external influence. But the most common view right now is simple: whatever decision is taken must promote peace, fairness, and unity. Another angle developing is that some civil rights groups are already preparing statements. They want to respond to the position of the international lawyers. They want to analyze it. They want to explain what it means for Nigeria. And some political commentators are already predicting that this issue will remain a major national conversation for weeks. But this entire development shows one thing clearly: the Kanu case is not fading away. It is getting bigger. It is entering a new international phase. It is forcing Nigeria to face deep legal and political questions. And this is exactly why many officials in Aso Rock are on alert. Nobody wants a situation that could spark unrest. Nobody wants a decision that could cause nationwide protest or international backlash. And nobody wants the judiciary to appear weak or compromised. So the government is now working carefully, step by step, because every move is being watched locally and globally. Finally, as we conclude this full breakdown, what Nigerians need now is calm, clarity, and fairness. Whatever the outcome, it must be based on truth, justice, and the protection of national peace. The world is watching. The lawyers are watching. The citizens are watching. And the government knows that the next step they take will shape the future of this case. My people, that is the full update. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think Nigeria should do at this stage? What is your opinion about the international lawyer stepping in? Let us know your view. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next update.